think I can leap onto the tall neck from here. Okay, time to climb up to its head. Easy there. This shouldn't take long.
Just look at it. It's an absolutely gorgeous looking game. No denials on that front. But Horizon Zero Dawn's charm can be found beyond the shiny exterior and the bells and whistles. Layered among the captivating landscape and impressive character and machine animations, there's a good story to be told for those looking for it, and a thrilling experience that will engage you as a player. The world of Horizon Zero Dawn is shrouded in mystery. From the beginning, you are slowly introduced to this post-apocalyptic world, a place where modern technology has failed. The human race is now living in a tribal state, with animal-like machines roaming the land, claiming what was once ours. You play as Aloy, a huntress of the Nora tribe, and just like you, she is curious about the world around her. The limits of Aloy's knowledge of the outside world add to her impetus to seek answers regarding her own past. This journey of self-discovery was the driving force that kept me in check while exploring this game's vast maps. Through this 40+ hour campaign, you'll be given enough background on the narrative to maintain the urge to move forward. But with every answer given, more questions arise. What happened to the previous civilization? And how do people thrive in a world populated with what I'd like to call Dinobots? They're not really called Dinobots, but just bear with me though. Guerrilla Games has crafted some well-tuned lore tucked away nicely in the form of quests, collectibles, and audio files. Once you're given the freedom to do whatever you wish, you'll unearth a chunk of history and you are just a tad bit closer to uncovering the secrets of Horizon Zero Dawn. Just like how the world gives you the itch to explore every nook and cranny, the gameplay is solid to the point that I'd end up distracting myself multiple times from the overall objective to engage in a simple hunt. Even past the 20-hour mark, I'd still get the urge to stop and simply fight a herd of machines that's close by, simply because I know it's gonna be fun. Once you see what now roams the land, you'd think that your arsenal of bows and spears won't be enough to take down animal-like machines that can rip Aloy with one swing. But no. With the variety of traps and ammo types, and of course the application of proper aim, the process of taking the Dinobots down is quite satisfying. The gameplay strikes a good balance between vulnerability and capability. Each of the 25 enemy types available in the game has their own respective waypoints that can be scanned and highlighted by Aloy's trusty focus, a device left over from the lost civilization that makes Aloy no ordinary huntress. The feeling of being an expert hunter is properly portrayed in Horizon Zero Dawn's combat. The combat feels different with each machine type, forcing you to switch between weapon or ammo type to best deal with the encounter. Some enemies are more susceptible to a specific element, while others get exposed by breaking open certain parts of their armor. The need to aim and abuse these weak points keeps the combat from forming any kind of redundancy. And experimenting with how to tackle each area, either through stealth or taking beasts head-on, becomes a big part of the fun. During your downtime though, you'd find yourself constantly picking up everything you find in the game. Like, everything, even rocks. You'll press the loot button a lot here. Herbs, branches, machine parts from the dead machines, loot boxes. There's always something to pick up to help you craft more ammo types or improve your carrying capacity. Some might consider it a chore, but it's necessary because unless you have enough in-game currency to get all the ammunition you need, you best keep pressing that loot button. Modifications for both your weapon and armor are yet another thing to loot from fallen robots, and each give bonuses to improve your offense and defense in certain stats. By now, you can imagine all the items you will have to sort in your inventory, and it can be quite cluttered and confusing if you're gathering resources for 20 minutes and then decide to open the inventory. There are moments where you feel a bit overwhelmed at pinpointing what's important. Other optional objectives that populate Horizon Zero Dawn's massive map comprise the typical distractions you'd expect in open-world games. There will be bandit camps to raid, hunter trials to pass, corrupted machines to clear, and then there's even a machine called Tall Necks that can show you more of the map if you can override the machine to work for your side. Does it sound familiar now? The usual format for an open-world game like this is present, so don't expect this one to try something fundamentally different. It's just Guerrilla Games simply has a good take on it. Side quests, which are notorious for being the ultimate content fodder in most games, are entertaining thanks to the short and personal stories attached to their progress. They are on the level of side quests found in games like The Witcher, but I found purpose in doing them simply because they were the developers' way of fleshing out the lesser characters and really explore the different tribes and modern issues the inhabitants of this world face as communities. I found myself lost for hours in the sandbox Guerrilla Games has created. The combat never dulls, and it's rare for me to have that itch to keep on trucking with an open world game after finishing the main story. For how impressive Horizon Zero Dawn is in graphics and scale, it did not present any issue in terms of frame drops or bugs, which is a surprise to me. This polished experience made me believe that open world games with a completely unique take on the post-apocalyptic setting can still be achieved in this generation. I never thought I would find myself having fun just roaming around and stocking up my herb bag for future healing. Preparing myself for big fights ahead. It's weird, I know. But this is one exclusive that you need to have in your collection if you own a PlayStation 4.